Hey, welcome back, guys. This is DM Fitness. Today, we are going to get into how to choose a personal trainer. I'm going to give you some examples as well as some things to look for and some things to avoid when you're looking for a personal trainer. What should be immediate red flags for you? And then questions you should ask that trainer depending on your exact skill level, right? So, there's a lot of misinformation, I think, with social media blowing up, especially TikTok. It seems like every single fitness personality says online coach next to their name, right? Or their echo code. But every one of them says an online coach. So, if you are trying to look for a personal trainer, that's awesome. That's an easy way to move yourself to the next level, especially if you've hit a plateau. And there's so much knowledge that someone who's been working out for longer than you can share with you and hopefully save you some time. It took me about 8 years to go from this to this, and I could have done it in probably 3 or 4 if I had hired a trainer and knew what I know now, right? I kind of learned everything off the bat, which is why I made this YouTube page, is to try to share some of the information that I've learned with you guys so it can save you some time in growing some muscle yourself and getting yourself fit. So, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. We just hit 100 subscribers and we're continuously growing. I'm putting out content every week. Let me know in the comments or shoot me a DM if there's any videos that you want to see or if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Let's get into today's topic. We're going to be looking at not only male personal trainers, but female personal trainers. I think women are the biggest target in this category and perhaps the easiest to mislead because so much of that is genetic as far as a woman's fitness level. So a lot of these girls just have good genetics and do almost everything else wrong and still have relatively good bodies, right? So they're easy to mislead each other. But let's look at one of our first red flags, and that is going to be a cookie cutter program. So this guy, Daddy Noel, big fan of him personally and his content that he puts out. However, he is advertising himself as a coach. And I'll let you know right now, if you see this kind of thing, he is not coaching you, right? It's some random dudes, probably outsourced out of India or China, that are putting together cookie cutter programs. He will never see you. He will never talk to you. He has nothing to do with it. And they're going to give you just that cookie cutter program. So let's just go along here and check out what he's got going on his profile. So if we go to his profile here, this is, again, Daddy Noel, right? You all know him very well. He's very famous with Rise. And we'll scroll down. We'll click on Noel's Academy, Noel's Coaching Academy. Joining the Academy for the cost of only a cup of coffee a day. If it's ever that cheap, you're not getting a very personalized training program, right? It shouldn't be just a cup of coffee a day. It really should be more than that. And for something that's a cup of coffee a day, you guys can just get a cookie cutter program online for free. So it says personalized training to achieve your goals. It is not personal. It's just an app that uses an algorithm. It says meal plans, training plans, and a tracker. There's lots of free apps that will track it for you. A lot of pictures of him on there. Together we can create success. He's got some basic examples of guys that, you know, maybe have worked with him. Big dreams require a big commitment. Okay, I'm sure it does. But we'll look on here and pop it open. Let's see how much this costs or see what we can get to here. So how can we help you? You put what you want. What do you need the most help with? I'm a male. Put my age range. What's your motivation to change? I'm going to ask you some basic stuff. We're going to just try to roll through here, see if it'll give us a price or anything like that. Have you been coached before? Why his academy? Are you ready to commit to a minimum of 4 months to achieve your goal? So what's probably going to happen here, I am assuming, is that he is going to ask you to pay for 4 months in advance. So it's another way for him to get you out of 4 months, because probably most people quit it after 4 months because they realize they can just get it for free online, guys. Just Google basic chest workout, basic bicep workout. There's so many of them online that is going to be the same thing as this. basic nutrition plan. Okay. You don't need to pay a cup of coffee a day and commit to that for 4 months. I mean, I don't know. What's a cup of coffee, right? We're talking Starbucks, it's $5. It's what, 50. He's asking you for like $100, maybe a $400 to $600 commitment for a basic program that he's probably outsourcing. I'm assuming, I don't know, but he's probably outsourcing out of like India or China. I know he's not working with all these people individually. So anytime you see that where it asks you to like download an app, and it's clearly you're not talking to one person, then it's a scam. That's a red flag. All right, we're going to go to our second example here. I love this kid. I make a lot of videos because he posts a lot of dumb stuff. He gives me a lot of content. But this is a dude who's got a decent little echo following on TikTok. And it looks like when I was looking at him, he is just promoting someone else's coaching. Here we go.
This is my official 3-month
So it's this
update on
kid.
creatine.
There's
About
another
7
piece of
grams.
advice. If the
Because I'm
person doesn't look
so
like what you want to
literally
look
like 5
like,
years full.
don't hire them,
But yeah,
right?
and
Why
creatine
would you
is not
hire
really
someone who doesn't look like they know anything about the gym? The person that you're hiring needs to look like what you want to look like, put very simply. But we're going to scroll down to his coaching application. It says TNF, so I don't know if he's doing it or if he's promoting TNF. But oh my God, look at these prices. Standard coaching, $1,000 a month. All access coaching, $5,000 for 4 months, and show prep, $700 to $1,200 a month. $1,000 a month plus for online coaching. I pray to God TNF is actually the one doing it, not this kid. Because if this kid's charging $1,000 a month, that's insane. But maybe the strategy is if you just get one idiot to bite, you've got $1,000. He may get one idiot to bite. But our red flag here is pricing. Pricing should go along with what your goal is. If you are fairly new to the gym, you can pay for a basic coach. I offer very basic plans for like $100 a month. And then it goes all the way up to like if you're bodybuilding prep, you should be looking at $200 to $300 a month. And then if you're in like nationals bodybuilding prep, you should be looking at like $500 a month. You're like Olympia level, you're talking a couple thousand, right? So don't overpay for this. Like even the bodybuilding show prep, that's $1,000 a month. No, no. Yeah, I mean, you should only be paying that much for prep. A prep coach, if you're going to nationals and you have a pro card, or you have a pro card and you're competing at a very high level in bodybuilding, there's no reason for anyone else to be paying $1,000 a month for just standard gym fitness bodybuilding coaching. That's insane. And then red flag number 2 on this one is going to be if the guy looks like a wet noodle, then don't hire him. Like you should be looking for someone that has the kind of body that you would like to achieve, right? That shows you that they can do it, because that's what we do in this industry is kind of our body is our example of our work. All right, last one we're going to get into is for the women out there, but it applies for men as well, but I see it so much with women. Oh my God, 2024 is the year of the women's app. And every female influencer I have seen has an app now, which is again outsourced out of China or India. It's not real. They're not actually coaching you. But I think it's so manipulable towards women because they have this like it's more body dysmorphia in that area, right? And you get a girl like this who's skinny and has a little bit of muscle, and she has good genetics clearly, and maybe knows a little bit about working out. And it's just the following's probably mostly men, I'm going to assume, but I don't know, whatever. Let's get into it. So we go down here. It's kind of your basic Insta girl, workout girl. Click on her links. We're going to go down to coaching, my online coaching. Live the Live Fit lifestyle. Plug as many L's in there as you can and get real results. Meal and workout plan. So that's basic, $35 a month, $250 a year. That's too cheap. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. This is that same red flag I talked about in the first one with an app. That is too cheap to get a personalized plan. You cannot get a personalized custom plan working with somebody for that cheap. That's not real. That's how you know this is some cookie cutter thing you could get online for free, is because it's too cheap. Members only group. What do I receive in the program? The program is available through my website for members only section after you've purchased. Go to the services page, make your payment, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's scroll back up to the top here. And this is kind of what I'm talking about with the same thing with Noel, is it's just an app that's giving you cookie cutter programs from India and China. That's it. It's not real. It's too cheap. It should be at least $100 a month if you're trying to hire a fitness coach. And that is a really good investment, guys. I'm telling you, you can save a lot of time if you hire a good coach. So those are all the red flags, things that you should look for when hiring a coach is the personality. Do you get along with them? I'm a very no BS coach, and some of my clients love that, and some people I don't get along with. If you're going to tell me, oh, I just can't eat, then you're not going to grow. Like I do not BS my clients at all, and I do not BS myself, and I'm not going to little soft hands you. So if you like that, we'd be great. If you need lots of tender, loving care, we would not be great. Look for somebody who has a similar personality to you and is going to respond well, right? You're going to respond well from them. So our first thing we're looking for is personality. The second big thing you want to look for is price. Somebody's who in your price range for whatever your goal is. Not too high, not too low. And then the third one, man, is just the consistency of understanding what to expect. So establish with a coach ahead of time. Are we going to check in once a week? Can I text you all the time? What are you going to do with a meal plan? Like, establish when you first come on how important you're going to be to that coach, and make sure it's not somebody who just accepts as many clients as possible. If you like personalized coaching, you would rather work with somebody who has a smaller client load. You're probably going to have to pay more money, but has a smaller client load because it's going to be personal. So those are all my fitness tips and advices. I do offer personalized coaching. I have a limited number of spots available. I don't accept that many clients because this is not my full-time job. And on top of that, I like to give every single client individual attention and make sure I have enough attention for them. So if you're interested in coaching, shoot me a DM over on Instagram. But if you're just interested in fitness content and all of these tips for free, make sure you subscribe, leave comments, and hit me up if you have any questions. Have a great week, guys.